Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I would like to talk about Darth Malak. Malak is coming to the game, and we all have mixed feelings about this. I'm excited for new new character to go after, while at the same time, I'm not going to be able to go after Darth Malak anytime soon. The requirements of the event are pretty stingy, and I'm both excited and nervous to see how this plays out. This is definitely going to be fun. However, guys, there is a big elephant in the room that none of us are talking about. Darth Malak represents a dynamic change to the way this game is played and the way that tunes are going to be ranked and evaluated. Now, if you were to go back and if you were to look at the Road Ahead post that I just talked about that was just launched earlier today, and one of the things that Carrie said in her Road Ahead, or at least in the preamble to the Road Ahead, the notes before it, it says, a quick note on character power, whereas it is an age-old quandary in games like this, one of the issues is dominance for the meta, right? The meta dominance. Their goal is to make the event, this game, rock, paper, scissors-esque, not specifically rock, paper, scissors. In my live stream, I talked about a nuanced rock, paper, scissors. Well, where paper always beats rock, except when rock has god mods and a few legendary abilities, or scissors always gets destroyed by rock, except when scissors has a dual blaster meta defining, whatever, right? The idea is that most of the time it's going to be that way with a few exceptions. That's fine. Darth Malak, it sounds like, is going to be one of those exceptions where you're going to have tiers of characters, and he's going to be at the very top. Now, if you look at this image that I have here, what I've done is kind of divided these characters into where or how you can get them. Now, I have light, neutral, and dark. Now, I do believe that a neutral farming category could be coming. I mean, we have a light side farming category and a dark side farming category. Essentially, light and dark places to farm tunes. It would make sense if they do follow through with the tag and they introduce neutral characters to give us a neutral place to farm. And that is what I'm hoping. Next, we have territory battles and these random events. Now, we've seen them be introduced with like the Ewok event, with the Night Sisters event. We have these little events where we can get additional characters, right? We have territory or we have galactic bounties, which is a cool way to get new and different types of characters. Then we have raids, right? Powerful characters who are dominant in a lot of different areas of the game are introduced in raids. Next, above raids, we have heroes and legendary events. Now, the reason that I'm putting raids up underneath heroes and legendary events is because raids are more common, and it's more likely if you're in a solid guild that you're able to get character shards from the raids on a faster level, or in a faster time or at a faster clip than you are to get those same shards from heroes' journeys, from legendary events, from ancient legendary events. Now we have something new in the form of a god mode, or in the form of an event where you will need all of those characters from the bottom to get someone at the very top. You will need to have farmed all the characters from the light, dark, or neutral side. You will need at least tunes or quite probably gear from the territory battle store. You will need maybe characters from raids. You will definitely need characters from the heroes' journeys or the legendaries' journeys. And Malak, again, represents the first time we've ever seen or needed characters from both light and dark legendary journeys to be able to unlock whatever Malak is. Now, that says something about what his power is going to be like. If we take a look at the second part of the puzzle. This is what was unlocked today. We kind of get a brief look. And first off, again, as always, CG, your art department did an awesome job. This looks really cool. It's super in keeping with the whole, we have a data pad that was broken and, Bothans died, which the Bothan thing totally threw me off, guys. And I think it threw most of us off. But it's, again, art department, good job. But just looking at his kit from what we can see here, he is going to be dominant. He is going to be amazing. He is the first of quite possibly a long line of other characters that are going to be introduced in this way. Now, just off the bat, just like looking at characters that have quite possibly a double marquee or double legendary event, or a legendary event and a hero's journey, right? Something to that extent. We have BB-8 and we have Rey. Who are BB-8 and Rey looking for? Old Man Luke. Is this how we get Old Man Luke? Possibly. We also have Farm Boy Luke and CLS. And while Farm Boy Luke to CLS isn't really what you need, I mean, you don't need a legendary Farm Boy Luke to get CLS, but we've seen this type of event in the past. You need one character to unlock another, to then unlock a further. It's not necessarily new, but they're taking it to a whole new level. They're taking this and they're branching out. Now, I'm excited for that. However, it's going to change a lot of different things. The pillars in the game may very well change based on these concepts, based on these different ideas. And it may change based on who's introduced. Because then it becomes, well, which one are you going to go for? If, as they've said, there are different metas, again, nuanced metas that one can defeat the other, that can defeat the other, that can quite possibly defeat the other, they want that to be the end game here, then you may need to start out asking yourself, which path are you going to take? Are you going to follow the light side? Are you going to follow the dark side? Or are you going to go neutral? And if you go neutral and you are, I don't know, crime boss or whatever, and I know that people are going to like, Thaddeus, you're reading way too into this. I don't know if I am. Because if they want to make this game 5 years, 10 years, 40 years down the road, if they do that, then the question is, how are they going to change it now so they can prepare for whatever comes next? I mean, I think that's a valid question. And yeah, they have 3-5 million people playing or something to that extent, maybe even more. If they change the game now, they might lose 1 million. They might lose 100,000. But if they changed it in a way that brings on 2 million, it is a viable thing. It is a completely new concept. And while it still would have the same aspects of that game, it would bring in other aspects of other games that are very popular, that are very viable, and people love to play, right? They have always said that this game, and they've treated us in the community very much like an online, MMORPG. And if that's the case, in MMORPGs, you have to decide which faction you're going to pursue. Now, there's going to be a lot of reworks. The game's going to be kind of in an upheaval in the next couple of months. I am really excited for that. Now, I'm not going to get Malak this time around. It's just not going to happen because based on the requirements of the event, he's not going to be mine for a while. And if that's the case, fine. I'm actually curious who's next. Who's coming next? Now, does this all make sense? I know that I'm making this video well after midnight and launch it tomorrow morning. I'm excited to see where this goes. Not simply because this is just a new meta, or not simply because this is just a new tune that I can farm as a collector. I'm excited to get him. And I am, because he looks awesome. But this is quite possibly the first of a new age. This is the dawn of a new time for this game. And I I really am excited about that because I don't know what it will mean and what it will make the game look like. That being said, guys, do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Let me leave a comment in the section below. Join me on Discord and let's talk about this because this is an exciting time. I said a while ago that April was going to bring some changes to Galaxy of Heroes. I didn't realize it would be this much. Now, I do stand behind this. I think this is just the first in a long line of quite possible course corrections for this game. Now, will we see it that way? I don't know, but I am excited for what the future holds. Yes, it sucks that I'm not going to be able to get Darth Malak. I'm upset by that, but maybe I can prepare for whatever else is on the line. Leave a comment in the section below, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Join me on Instagram. Join me on Twitter at RealGoingNerdy. Let me know what you guys think. I love this game. I love Star Wars. I'm excited to see what happens in the coming days with Episode 9, with the Clone Wars, with the Mandalorian. Star Wars has a new future, guys, and I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm nervous as hell, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. But with that, guys, I'm out. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.